Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go now on a Thursday, and it's been a warm, humid week so far, fairly breezy, but relatively quiet. Not a lot of active weather this week, but that does change beginning tonight. We are now tracking this multi-round opportunity of rain, storms, and severe weather again beginning tonight and while lingering all the way through the first part of Sunday. The intensity, meaning the concerns, hail, wind, or tornadoes, will be different with each of these. So again, we're going to break that down. The newest data came in overnight. And again, we've really got a lot to get you caught up on this morning. But first of all, as we go through today, Thursday, much the same. It's going to be warm. It's going to be breezy. It's going to be humid. But through the daylight hours, it's only a 10% probability of maybe a stray shower. So this afternoon, we're basically quiet. In fact, even looking around the region this morning, radar review here, quiet in North Texas. You really have to look well off to the north. Red line, that's a warm front. And again, you can see from the Ozarks back into parts of Arkansas, some rain, some storms there. That's moving away from the area. Truly what we're going to be watching again later today, more so as we get into this evening and tonight. It's going to be out in our Texas Panhandle. It's also going to be out in the Big Country. Rainstorms developing there. And that activity, as we go through the overnight, will be pushing in our direction. I'll show you that on the modeling coming up. But again, this really unsettled pattern we're going into, it's really because of a 1-2 punch. You can see this big, deep storm trough, Storm System 1. That's going to be coming out again as we go through tonight. But directly on its heels, unfortunately, we have another storm system. Well, it's going to be arriving for Saturday. And that storm system, in fact, is going to be a little bit stronger. Look at this here. And again, you can also see the positioning of this secondary storm system a little bit further to the south. Jet stream flow more favorable for severe weather, and the dynamics, the parameters for severe weather on Saturday. So we really want to track Saturday carefully. And again, large hail, damaging winds, all of that I think in the forecast. There is some new data this morning that's showing some parameters for maybe a bit of a tornado concern may also be developing for Saturday as well. So really stay plugged in with the forecast. Of course, we still got to worry about tonight. We got to worry about Friday. But again, stay plugged in with us all the way through Saturday, especially Saturday, going forward in time. Okay, risk of severe weather. Number one today, this is very misleading. I mean, you're seeing red all across North Texas. This afternoon, we're basically quiet. We'll be watching this evening tonight, rainstorms developing out to the west, more so overnight. Then as we get into tomorrow, Friday, this is our risk of severe weather. Again, even locally here in the Metroplex to begin our Friday morning. The morning commute does look wet. And then as we get into Saturday, risk of severe weather here, again, you can see possible to likely, I think more than likely, this area pink will also be extended a little bit further to the south. And you see that right in there, maybe a little bit further off to the east as well. So we'll track that carefully. Obviously, that map coming from the Storm Prediction Center. So today, isolated shower can't be ruled out. You can see storms develop off to the northwest. That's, again, late evening, overnight. May have a broken line of storms come in. If not, we'll have storms redevelop right over the Metroplex just in time for the morning commute. Scattered activity around as we go through tomorrow morning, early afternoon. Touch of new data here. Look at this. By Friday evening, this set of data trying to redevelop maybe a supercell or two, even for Friday evening. We'll track that. This is a different model, also high res. Notice this one basically bringing a line of storms in by sunrise tomorrow morning. So if a line comes in or we redevelop activity, regardless of what it is, again, quarter-size hail, winds to 60 miles per hour, and again, some opportunity even of localized street flooding around the area as well. So again, obviously, we're going to track that carefully. Again, it's going to stay humid all the way through the weekend. We'll get some relief from the humidity as we head into the early part of next week. So warm, humid, right up around 80, but again, mostly dry as we go through this afternoon. Even this evening in the Metroplex, temperatures through the 70s. It's only a 10% probability of a stray shower this evening. Overnight tonight, 60s to right around 70, humid, balmy as we go through the overnight. And again, for tomorrow, even though we have scattered showers and thunderstorms around, especially in the morning, a lot of us still approaching 80 for a daytime high. So again, a stray shower today, again tonight, but more so early tomorrow morning. Rainstorms look likely. Again, we'll begin to dry things out overnight Friday, and then later in the day on Saturday, specifically after 3 p.m. on Saturday, the opportunity of rainstorms developing, a risk of severe weather on Saturday as well. And then we taper that off on Sunday. And then you can see by early next week, still remaining unsettled, but lower end storm probabilities there.